broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
All right, how's everybody doing today? I have a special spotlight on AfterBuzz interview with the beautiful, the talented Eva Marcille.
Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I just have to tell you guys, if you were in the studio, she just looks fabulous. She's giving me great face. She's got this top notch. She's got great jewelry.
Thank you.
Perfection.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Thing. So we are only 3 months into 2015 because I did my homework on you.
Okay.
And you are really busy. Let me just do a quick little rundown of what you've been working on. Busted, For the Love of Lockwood, not 1 but 2. Born Again Virgin, Fear Files, and Sister Code.
Yes.
I mean, how does one do it all?
You have a good team. You know, I'm living my dream. You know, not too many people get an opportunity to actually live the dream. You dream the dream all day long, but then when you get to live it, it's like a whole nother thing. And I've been in the business for a long time, and I'm just blessed. I'm fortunate. I'm a mom now.
I know.
So trying to sustain a career and then be a mom and still try to look halfway cute when you walk out the house.
I know.
It's not the easiest, but it's definitely doable.
Now, speaking of having it all, your new movie, Sister Code.
Yes.
Your character, Sheila, she's basically a woman who is, you know, she's got it all. She's a
got it
modern
all,
woman.
and she needs a lot more, too. The story is about 3 sisters, and they're 3 foster sisters. They grew up together and knew only one mother altogether. But they're very different women, and they all have their struggles in life. And I think our personalities are very indicative of our cover-up mechanism. So me, Sheila, I run a PR firm, and I'm very matter-of-fact, hands-on, and I think that's just my defense mechanism, trying not to get hurt in life and trying to be one step ahead and not wanting to fail. And then Amber Rose plays my younger sister named Lexi, where she's just full of life and not really focused on what life truly is and just enjoying the games of it. So it frustrates me as a big sister, like, get your life together. And then we have our older sister, who is just the one that seems to have every single thing together, and she kind of plays the mama bear character for us. And it's just a coming of age story about life and romance and sisterhood, and I think it's pretty necessary right now with the way media is. You know,
You got that right.
what we talk about and what we don't talk about is neither here nor there. But as far as friendships and love, I think we all need that and have that. And that's really what helps sustain us.
So how does who Eva Marcille is, you know, in your everyday life, how did you bring that to Sheila? Because it sounds like there might be some parallels.
There's so many similarities to who I am and to who Sheila is. I'm a middle child. I have always been more of the tougher rock, you know, I'm a tougher nut to crack, and just all about the business. So that I'm used to and trying to get my little brother in shape. But the difference is I don't have any sisters in real life. So it was really cool for me to kind of see what life would be like, you know, to not only work in my career, but in my personal life to actually have a sister. Because I have a sister that's like my best friend, so I consider her my sister, but to have someone that like has to be there no matter what. They're forced to be there because we're tied by blood. So that was kind of cool.
So that brings me to my next question. So even though you don't have real sisters, like, did you walk away after this film, like, having a different dynamic when it comes to relating with your girlfriends in terms of sisterhood?
The cool thing is that I took the relationships that I have with my girlfriends and used them for the film, and I used that as what I knew sisterhood to be. Because, I mean, the closest thing, the realest thing I've ever known as a sister is, I mean, and she's as tight with me as she is with my brother, as I am with my brother. So I just use my best friend as my go-to in my head, like what I would do with my sister, how I would deal with her, and Yeah.
So how did you ladies get along on the set?
Set was great. I've known
it's
Drew
you,
Sidora
Amber,
for a
Drew.
long
Okay.
time. And I've worked with her. I've most likely known her for about 8 years now in the business. And so she was just a delight to work with as usual. And then I've known Amber through the business, but not really personally. You know how it is. Like
Right.
everybody kind of knows each other. So she's always been a great girl. But then I got to know her personality and her beautiful baby and all that. And being able to bond and relate as moms was kind of cool. Because
right.
as a new mom, I was able to bring my daughter on set. And she brought her son. And though he's a little bit older than my daughter is a full-on thug. So it worked out really well because you know, they bonded. And so that was really cool.
And speaking of motherhood, like now that you're a new mom, your daughter's 1 year old.
Yes.
How has that changed, you know, the roles that you go after, the projects that you take on? How does that change what the future holds for you?
The really cool thing is it doesn't really change the roles I go after. It just changes who I am in those roles. That's what I've realized. Like this pilot season and in the new shows that I have, I'm just different. You know what I mean? The way I look at life, my perspective on life is different because I hold a different title now. You know, I'm a mom. I have someone else's life to worry about, not only mine. So it's
crazy?
so different. So when I
just
think
have a
about, but you know what? My dog prepared me.
Really?
It totally, no, my dog prepared me for, because I mean, you have to do everything. The dog is completely dependent on you, from eating to disposing of the waste, to giving them love and affection, to exercise, to making sure what they eat is healthy, everything. And so you just kind of transfer that a little bit
human
more.
being,
You can't put
right.
the baby in the kennel, though you might want to sometimes.
Some might, yes.
But you can't. You put her in a crib. And you get a big playpen and say, go there.
Interesting.
But yeah.
So talk to me, like you have done everything: reality, hosting, daytime television, sitcoms, film.
Well, the thing is, I started in this business as a model. So I think I was one that was not expected to do anything. And so,
what do you mean? You weren't expected to
do
your
anything.
peers?
Well, to do anything more than just be cute. You know, take a
Right.
nice picture and be a face of something, but not really
smize.
exactly. But so for me, I got an opportunity right after I did Top Model to do Kevin Hill, and when I did that, I was like, whoa. Acting's kind of cool. It's different than being naked on a rooftop in the snow selling a bathing suit. I kind of like this.
Yep.
So I started taking classes and stuff, and I kind of tasted a little bit of everything that acting had to offer. Outside of, I've done theater, but I haven't done Broadway. But I did some daytime TV. I did Young and the Restless, and then like action stuff with Smallville and comedy. Now my Born Again Virgins is a comedy, so that's kind of fun. And then I've done reality, but then I produced my own reality show, and I actually have a new reality show coming out also.
Damn, you're like a Jamaican. You got like 8 jobs. Y'all know that old. Okay, anyway.
So there's a lot going on right now, but my excitement about Sister Code is everything, because it's one of those projects that was a long time coming. It was a labor of love, and I think it's really nice to see 3 women just work together and try to deal with life, because life is hard enough as it is. So to have someone to lean on, to cry on, and a hand to hold while you're walking through the trenches, it was really cool. And we shot in LA, so it's like home, you know?
Did you have a part, since you seem to do everything, did you have a part when it came to your character, like writing, producing, like
Yeah, I
behind
had
the
a part as a
scenes?
producer on this project also. I brought a couple of people on board as far as talent are concerned. One of my really good friends, Erica Ash, who I work on Real Husbands of Hollywood with, coming up, new season.
All right.
She is hilarious. She plays Bridget on Real Husbands of Hollywood, Kevin Hart's ex-wife, and she's also in Sister Code, and she plays Little Danger, played by Marcus Polk, his wife, and she is hilarious. She's timeless. She has a lot of scenes with Amber Rose, and it's amazing. She is absolutely hilarious. So it was really cool to be able to bring her onto the project.
So it sounds like you are starting to create your own opportunities when it comes to being this world.
Trying to.
Because, like, talk to me a little bit about, just as a Black woman, a woman of color, do you find that, like, you have to just, like, go the extra mile all the time
You know
when it comes
what?
to getting those
We can break it up
opportunities?
into color. We can break it up into sex. But I think it's not about being Black. It's not about being a woman. I think if you are an Asian man, if you are a Jewish girl, it doesn't matter. Life is hard. Following your dreams are hard, and obtaining your dreams are hard. And so all you do is just chase after them, and hopefully one day you actually catch up to it and catch it. But I don't look at it like, oh, as a black woman in this business or as a woman in this business, because men have a hard time, you know? Men that want to be models, they have the same as hard of a time as a female trying to be an anchor. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is hard and your dreams are hard to achieve. And so my slogan and what I just live by is just chasing after what I believe to be rightfully mine, because I think God has destined something for everyone, and I just believe whatever's mine is mine, and I'm gonna take it.
You know, I read something about you that really impressed me. It was as you were coming up, like leaving the modeling world, going into acting. It's when you crossed over and you like left your old management because you wanted to get acting roles on your own merit. You didn't want to get them.
Well, I changed my name. It was really weird how I started in this business. Everything just kind of happened. I was like in college. My best friend at the time wanted to try out for Top Model. So I was like, okay. So I went with her and then I got selected. And so now like you're on this show, all these people see you and this is your whole world. So I just happened into modeling. That was never I didn't grow up planning like, ooh, I'm going to be Naomi when I grow up. I always thought she was fly. I thought I might dress Naomi, but I never thought I would, actually rock the same runways as her. So it was completely unexpected. So after I started modeling and I enjoyed it, and then I got a taste of acting. And in school, I went to theater arts at school. I performed. I did all the plays and musicals. So when I started acting, I was like, yeah, this is home. This is what I love. But I was known for the cute girl with the fly walk. And so it's like, how do you convince someone that you can be, a doctor or an attorney on this show, and they're used to you being the face of CoverGirl?
That's true.
So when I walk into a room, and they see my name and they see Eva Pigford, they're like, oh, that's that model girl. That's Tyra's girl, So I just changed my name so that when I walked in, you didn't know who I was. And I would change my look all the time, so you had no clue. And then I auditioned. And then you'd select me, and then you'd realize after, like, oh,
this girl's got some talent.
Eva. Okay. And so I remember the first pilot I ever booked, it was on Fox in like 2006. I remember going in, and I remember seeing like Salida Eubanks and all these beautiful girls, because it was a model-esque kind of girl. And then after I got the role, I remember the girl in the front desk at the casting office said, I did not know that was you. You came in and you read, but I had no clue. I was your biggest fan. And it clicked to me that if I didn't write my name and I just go and do a good job, then I could get the job on my own volition. It has nothing to do with who I'm associated with or, and so after doing that, I had to pay a lot more dues than I think if I would have just tried to use my name or tried to use,
But that makes people respect you that much more.
Yeah, and it makes
your projects.
the reward taste so much sweeter once you actually get it, because it feels like you deserve it.
Because you earned it.
It's like driving your man's car. It's nice, but it's his.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You don't have the deed.
Exactly. And then you get your car, you're like, oh, okay, this is what that feels like.
Yeah. I liked hearing that about you. So what can fans expect from this movie?
Fans can expect a lot of laughter. It is a funny, funny movie. But I think you will be surprisingly delighted to see that there's a lot of heartfelt moments in there too, because they are sisters, and where there's a lot of fun, there's also struggle and there's strife, and just kind of seeing how we handle that. Lupus is a big topic in the film, and we kind of deal with that, and just how it changes, how disease can not only change the person affected or infected, but affects everybody. And like how that is, and how a family has to band together, and those struggles, and men, and just all of that, relationships. It's a really fun film, but more than anything, I think it's funny. I think it is very, 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 very funny.
And speaking of funny, I know you were in Chris Rock's movie.
Yes.
And so who inspires you when it comes to like these different genres of what you do?
I think one of my biggest inspiration as it comes to comedy, I think, because I'm doing a lot more comedy now, and he's actually the one that has been pushing me for years, like, you are so funny. You should do comedy. Is Jamie Foxx. He is, I mean, if you remember him from The Living Color, and then the Jamie Foxx show, and then he guest starred on every single show there was on TV. But I think he's absolutely hilarious.
He is.
I think he is genuine. I think he's sincere. And I think he is one that has never been afraid to tell our story. And not in like a stereotypical kind of way, but not afraid to be a black man and show what black men do. So I think he's been a great inspiration, because his crossover game is sensational. Going from In Living Color to now being on par with these Oscar winners and nominees, he's right there. So
his journey has been amazing,
extraordinary. So I think Jamie is one of the people that I look up to the most when it comes to.
And who else inspires you when it comes to just straight acting in your craft?
So many. You know, I don't think there's just one that inspires me. I love Carrie. I always loved Carrie. Growing up as a young girl, it was more of the Felicia Rashads. They're, you know, Alfre Woodard. You know, they're funny, but they're genuine. The salt of the earth kind of women. The Loretta Devines. And if only one could be as funny as Jennifer Lewis. You know,
oh yeah, she's always playing somebody's mama.
She is, because she is your mama.
She's a mama.
Because I met
I know.
her at an audition one time, and I was standing around a little bit, and I had perfume on, and she could smell. Hold over there, come from around there. I was like, oh. And I looked, and it was her, and she was dressed up in like dashiki garb because she was going out for this role. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing? But Jennifer Lewis is hilarious. So, I mean, all the greats, all those that have come before me, all of my counterparts, all those that stand next to me. I mean, I champion for the new faces, Yaya, who did Top Model with me, who did Whitney Houston, amazing. LaToya Luckett, she's doing so much. You know, starting a Destiny's Child, you never know what God has planned for you. And I know you sometimes think that where you start is where it is and where it's supposed to be. But if you kind of walk in his steps and not in front of him, then you'll get to where you're supposed to go. And I love LaToya and her little journey right now because she's doing so well. She just got some new show
Single
on
Ladies is coming
Primetime
back.
TV. Yeah, but she just got a new big gig on Primetime also. So, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so speaking of TV, there is a lot of good TV on these days.
Yes.
So if you could pick like any one show
Okay,
for a
hold
starring
on.
role, what would it be?
Oh, to be in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it Shonda Rhimes, Thursdays? Is it a Netflix, you know,
I mean,
original?
clearly anybody wants to be on Empire. Any and everybody.
Yes.
I need to be Lucius's little sister. So clearly Empire. Anything Shonda. I live to die, adore Shonda Rhimes. How to Get Away with Murder was epic. It was sensational. I watch it over like I don't even know what happened, and I've seen everything. I know the lines. Scandal. Live to die for Scandal. But I have a couple of new shows that I like. There's this new show with Ryan Philippe.
Oh, I know exactly what we're talking about. The family one.
Secret and Lies.
Yes.
Amazing. Love that new show. And then there's a new show also called State
State of the Union?
something like this with Alfre Woodard and
Katherine Heigl.
Katherine
Yes.
Heigl.
Yeah.
Love that love that show. It was surprisingly good. It was kind of like a Scandal, so I was like, hold on, what you gonna give me here? But it was really good.
See, now you're putting it all out into the universe.
Yes.
So next couple days, we get some
and so
phone calls.
I obviously like the drama,
Right.
but I'm pretty good at the funny. And so with my new show I have, it's actually on TV One. It's called Born Again Virgins. It's all about the funny. It's a half-hour single cam comedy, 3 girls. It's funny because I'm doing a lot of stuff with 3 girls this year.
Yeah. Sister Code. So that's
So Born Again Virgins. It's pretty cool. It's like about 3 best friends, and one of our friends takes his vow of celibacy, as many of us women do, you know, in our late 20s to early 30s. If you are only to maturate properly, then you should take a vow of celibacy at some point, right?
Yeah.
So I think when you meet Sheila in a Sister Code, I think she is going through her vow of celibacy and then comes off of it. But in the comedy, it's about 3 girls and they're best friends, and one girl decides she doesn't want to have sex because she wants to get men to love her for who she really is. And then I play the ex-star. I used to have a hit show, and then now I'm trying to look for work. So my character is trying to go get it, and every day could be my new day and my big break. And I'm like comic relief. And then there's the young lady, Gabrielle Dennis. She plays on The Game. And she plays straight-laced, all about the business. She's kind of the one that whips us together.
So what's the ultimate goal? Because I know that you were nominated for a couple NAACP awards. You got the Young Hollywood Award. Like, what's the goal? Do you want Emmy? Do you want Oscar? What do you want? Or do awards not really matter?
I don't think you ever do, unless you're a musician, because maybe that's like how you get more money as a musician. I don't know. But I don't think as an actor you really do it for the accolades, because some of your best work will never get recognized. You do it because you love to do it, to play those characters, to make a voice where, you know, someone has been silenced. So I think that's more so why you do what you do. And then if only you are so lucky to be recognized for it, you know, then that's the great thing. But when even with Young and the Restless, I was just trying to go to work. I was enjoying my job. I didn't realize that I was the only Black woman in the space, and I spoke for so many people, and you know, that was never the intention. I was just trying to do me and do me well. Right. And then it ended up transcending into something so much more powerful. So I don't aspire to get any awards. I aspire to get very large checks. And pay these tuitions for this child.
That's right. So tell me, what do you think the biggest misconception is about you? If there is anything.
Yes, I think the biggest misconception about me is that I'm a diva. I think Eva the Diva, I mean, it rhymes, so it's so easy to say. But I think I am no more diva than your mother or your friend or you. I'm just a person. I'm a human. I'm a woman. I stand tall in my shoes. I'm proud to be who I am. So it's definitely not diva. I'm confident, but I am extremely humble. I am extremely blessed and just fortunate to live the life I live. And I wear that and know that daily.
All right. I love this. And then tell me something. I always like asking people this because you're not expecting it, but tell me something the average person doesn't know about you.
I can burn. I can cook. Like I am.
No, I want to know something weird. You have 6 toes. Like,
no.
give me something weird.
I don't have 6 toes. My toes are regular, thank God. I got a bunion. They're not. My feet aren't perfect.
But you can throw down in the kitchen.
I can cook.
Oh.
I can cook really well, and I play the trombone. That's something people wouldn't know.
So do I.
Yeah. Do you?
I do.
I played the trombone since I was 8 years old.
So funny. Me too.
Yeah, so I played in jazz band, marching band. Yeah.
I did too. See, I like to say that,
Come on,
band where I'm
Brass.
from, I know, that was cool.
Yeah, no, it wasn't cool. I grew up in Los Angeles. It was not cool.
Oh, that's right.
On
In
the
LA.
bus, coming up Slauson with my trombone case. It definitely wasn't cool. I'm not even gonna lie.
Oh my goodness. And since you're a mom now and you're in this whole world, like, what if your daughter came to you and said, Mommy, you know, I want to be an actress. I want to be a model. Like, what would you want her to be in this business?
I wouldn't. It's so funny because people ask me now. My daughter, she's so beautiful. I think her joy is what makes her so gorgeous. And so everyone's like, oh, take pictures. She should model. But I grew up in LA, right next door to Hollywood. My mother most likely heard, and she did, heard the same thing when I was a kid. And she was all about education. You know, she went to UCLA. She was all about getting education. And for my daughter, I don't care what she does in life, what she wants to be, if she wants to go to Juilliard, if she wants to do whatever. But I will prepare her properly to do whatever. So it's not about trying to be an actor, trying to be a model. What school are we going to? What languages are we learning? Do you love math? Do you love science? You know, and then kind of from there, grooming her to be what she wants to be. And if it's a musician or a singer, then okay, we go to Juilliard. We go and get the best of the best, you know? I'm not trying to get quick money, and I don't need my daughter to be the face of Pampers. I need her to create the new Pamper in 2000 and, you know, whatever that's going to change the world.
Right.
So, yeah.
You just want her to have a regular, normal upbringing.
I want her to thrive. I want her to have more than a normal upbringing. I want her to have more than what I had, but I don't want to cloud it with entertainment. Because this is so only one piece of it, you know? It's like, even like if I was a tennis star, I can't expect that my daughter is also going to follow those footsteps. What if she wants to be a heart surgeon? What if she wants to be a veterinarian? What if she, you know what I mean? She can create a fresh water system in Angola somewhere for, you know what I mean? If I allow her to really live up to her potential. So I wouldn't block it. I'll let her go to conservatory on Saturday. Then she can go to science class on Monday.
This girl has a plan.
Yes.
I love it. All right, so like I said earlier, we are only 3 months into this year.
Yes.
You have all these projects happening.
Yes.
What are we going to see for the balance of 2015?
I don't know, but I know that on Mother's Day, you better be in the theaters watching Sister Code.
Yes.
That's for sure. You know, the sky is the limit for me. I'm just trying to work and enjoy it while I'm doing it. So with the top of the year kicking off so well for me with this film and now my new TV show is going to come out on July the 9th, and then I have a new reality show coming out, and so there's a lot of stuff on the horizon.
You're doing a lot. You are doing a lot. So tell everybody, Sister Code.
Sister Code comes out May 8th. Go to theaters. It's Eva Marcille, Drew Sidora, Amber Rose, Marcus Polk, Dwayne Martin, Erica Ash. I I know Essence Atkins.
I saw the teaser and it looks like so much fun.
No, it was so much fun. And can I just say, the world is going to be pleasantly surprised when they see Amber, because Amber did such an amazing job. I was surprised because, you know, she's a beautiful girl. So a lot of times, especially on guest starring like 2.5 Men, you have really beautiful girls. They fit into the role really well, and that's that. But she came in there and she was prepared and she was funny and she was endearing. It was a pleasure working with her and just kind of seeing her jump into this entertainment business in a different way.
Well, all right. So is it released throughout the country?
It's released in selected theaters throughout the country. Okay. And then... yeah, go to Sister Code. Is it Sister Code the Movie? SisterCodeTheMovie.com and look it up, and you can see all the updates where it's going to be at a theater near you.
Very nice. And we're going to be looking for you on season 2 of Empire. So Lee Daniels, if you are listening, watching, you need to cast this girl. In fact, like, I could almost see you.
No, I get it. No. The first time I did anything like large on TV outside of Top Model was I presented at the BET Awards with Terrence Howard.
Yeah, you guys look like
everybody
you were
was
related.
like, oh my God, those pictures still circulate now 12 years later. They're like, oh my God, you guys look so much alike.
Yeah.
So yeah, hey Terrence, how you doing, boo? You know I know you. Let's do this.
You really look like you would be his little sister or something.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, guys, so that is our spotlight on Miss Eva Marcille. You must go and see Sister Code, the movie, Mother's Day.
Yes, May 8th.
May 8th. So you have, like, you a mom, Mother's Day.
And it's so cool because you can just take your mom there. Just knock it out. Take your mom to see the film. You take care of her. You take care of me. Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. You heard that. So make sure you guys check out Sister Code, Mother's Day. And you can find Eva. Where can they find you?
On Twitter and Instagram at Eva Marcille.
Are you active social media?
I am.
Like, you're always on there?
Like, we're going to take a picture and I'm going to put it up on Instagram now.
Heard it. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to check out AfterBuzzTV.com. You can follow us on YouTube, make comments. And thanks for Eva joining us today. All right.
Bye,
guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.